We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Black Knights. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway here in London. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37.
To the air, Allen.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always get real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they'll put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen off the play fake.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 30 yards.
And the Black Knights are on the board first here this afternoon.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
7. Vikings nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. Open man. It's Reagor. He's got it. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Lawrence.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
McCaffrey on the counter. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lawrence finding Knox there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Allen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A final shot before half for Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken from about the 12.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On the set.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And how about how he improvised right there, because he got flushed out of the pocket, locked eyes with his wide receiver, who knew to just keep running. And he was able to lay that one out there for him to run under.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air.
And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dawson Knox from 19 yards away.
And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. Complete. Smith has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
A quick throw here out to Brown.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And
it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there, with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Vikings 21, Black Knights 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
London, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One final try here for Allen. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
That ball caught by Campbell.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th.
First down, Vikings.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dawson Knox, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 28, Black Knights 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flush to his right.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20. That's another.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Now Lawrence.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. And the Vikings first down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He's going to air one out. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there. 75 yards. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
3rd and goal from the 6.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Black Knights get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
35. Black Knights, 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Meanwhile, Allen's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown! Michael Pittman.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Black Knights have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.